So one of the things I've been wanting to do is have more outdoor content, and that's why I invested in getting a nicer mic. I'm using the DJI mini mic, and so far so good. I really like it. But it's something about being in nature, grounding yourself, and just allowing spirit to speak through you as you harness yourself and ground yourself into like all the natural resources around you. I really been working on regulating my nervous system and noticing moments when I am overstimulated and just grounding myself, not running on autopilot and continuously working, but actually slowing down. First, you have to recognize it. Second is like slowing down, taking a deep breath, get out of the trauma response of it has to be done right now, and speaking to my inner child and just letting her know like you're safe. You don't have to rush. You're an adult. I'm here for you. I love you. And just taking a deep breath and see, even then, that just really helped regulate my nervous system. But it's a continuous work, self-work, self-love, self-discovery, all the things. But don't make it seem like it's a task. Make it enjoyable. Take the journey. Appreciate the lows and the highs, because there will be peaks and valleys. But just like congratulate yourself for how far you've come, because you have came very far. At one point, you didn't have boundaries. At one point, you didn't understand nervous system regulation or how your brain operates, and coming into a space where you understand your brain is like so fundamental and making the change that you need in order to be better and do better and experience the world better. I feel like I can present a better me to people now because I understand myself. I can give people boundaries, and I can give people kind of like a manual in the sense of like how I like to be loved, how I like to be talked to and treated, and set energetic boundaries, physical boundaries, just all of it. I didn't have the verbiage. Of course, this is also the perks of the modern world. We now have the vocabulary that we didn't have before. All of it is just such a blessing, though. The good, the bad, the in-between. But yes, regulating my nervous system has been so good for me, and slowing down, speaking calmly to myself like I do to other people. Sometimes I catch myself when I'm giving other people advice, and I'm like, you should do this, you should do that. I'm like, yeah, so should you. You should take that same advice. And it's not in a critical way, but it's also like, hey, this is a good reminder that I need to do that as well. I found myself giving a friend of mine advice today, and I was like, I'm going to do that for myself. And that's the beautiful journey of it all. In order to heal others, you have to heal yourself first. Life gives you experiences, and then you can learn from it and be better. I also thought about something today that was pretty cool, and if I'm rabbit holing, this is just how my brain operates. And I know it's getting dark, but I'm freaking feeling this little vibe. It's super nice. But I had a thought today, and I was like, life creates content, honestly. And I know it's like cliche, but honestly, if you don't go out and experience life, make mistakes, make friends, break up with friends, relationships, so on and so forth, like, you'll stay the same. Growth happens in the midst of like failing. So like, I have to get out and fail or do something to know like it's good or bad for me. And then I can share my experiences with other people, or recognize patterns with other people based on their experiences and be like, hey, I used to deal with that, and here's what I did. And that's what makes you a great teacher. I was a student in a certain field of life. And then once I had the experience and not really mastered it, but learned from that experience and kind of took some key techniques and life lessons from it, I can now give that experiences to others who are dealing with it. I oftentimes share a lot of key traits with my family members that will help us break these generational curses so that we can all be better, essentially, because that's what it's about. It doesn't have to be so lonely. We've normalized being individuals and being in solitude and by ourselves so much. It's so bad for us. I'm recognizing I have a lot more capacity for people than what I give myself permission to do. I actually need to have a lot more patience with people instead of being like, oh, you did something wrong the first time, like that's a wrap. If they're sincere, they apologize, and you understand the characteristics and the part of them that is acknowledging that something is wrong, like those people may be worth continuing to try. Now I understand certain people just aren't. That's one thing. But like if they're acknowledging like the mistake that they made and you see them trying to be different, trying to be better, I can increase my capacity for that person. You know what I mean? And if they burn me again, then, you know what I'm saying? But I just think as a human race, we need to have more grace and patience with people who are actually trying, because not everybody is bad. Not everybody is trying to hurt you. And like, as much as we're like stranger danger to like every situation, we also need to give grace to people and be like, it's okay to make mistakes. Because then everyone else is like, because then everyone is trying to be a perfectionist all the time. And that's also not what it's about. Hold on, let me go get my cat because I think somebody just brought their dog out. Long story short, ground yourself, come back to yourself, call back your nature, call back your energy, but call it back with cleansed energy. Don't call it back with the same energy that it left from you with. Call it back purified and cleansed. I've learned that also this week. Silence is okay. I was raised in a household that you had to fill up space with empty words, and you had to always be talking, even to this day on the phone with my mom. She gets a little awkward or doesn't like silent spaces. If I stop talking for 2 seconds, it's okay. Doesn't mean anything's wrong. Doesn't mean the energy has shifted. I'm just doing something. I just need a moment. So I've learned that as well. I invite silence. I invite moments of nothingness, and that's the beauty. It's so beautiful to do that. Just nothingness. There's a part in the last Bridgerton. I forgot the daughter's name, but she ended up marrying what's his name? I'm not really setting a great foundation for this example, but one of the daughters really appreciated stillness and quiet. And her and the guy that was courting her, they would just sit in the park, they would promenade and just sit in silence. And it was like a beautiful opportunity to like share a space, but in silence. And I was like, I fuck with that. Can somebody promenade with me in silence? That's beautiful. That's a love language. Silence is a love language. Just sharing space. Appreciating the connection without filling it with empty words or moments of physical anything, just sitting there, appreciating everything around you and grounding yourself. I think that that's beautiful. But yeah, when you sit still, it makes way for you to appreciate nature and life a little bit more, and I think we need more of that. We're too busy, we're in our phones all day, and we need to experience more stillness, more nothingness, more groundedness, the brain needs it, our bodies need it. We're just anxious, overstimulated, overcaffeinated. Oh my gosh, just our brains are like, please, please just sit here with me and do nothing so I can just have a moment to relax. We need that. I need that. And I know you probably need that too. So I hope this moment has provided that for you. I'll do more things like this. The sun is pretty much setting. I'm going to grab my gatos and go in the house. I love you all. Thanks for watching. And I'll do more videos like this in the future. Let me know what you think or what takeaway you have from this video. All right. Bye.